Well, hello. Welcome to Tarot to a T. Today's reading will be for Earth signs for May 2024. And we're going to start off here with Capricorn, followed up by Taurus, and we're going to end it with Virgo. And these are kind of mini readings for each element. And I will do other readings as my schedule allows, but this is the format we're doing. And just to remind you, this is a general reading. It may not apply to your situation. If it doesn't, you're welcome to click off the video and join me for the next one. So the top line here will be the overall theme for you for May 2024. The second row here will be a complicating factor or something contributing to the overall theme, and we will follow up with cards of advice and, of course, asking for clarification as we proceed. As always, support is greatly appreciated. If you don't mind, please subscribe, hit the like button on the video. I don't get a lot of likes on my videos, and I don't know why. I do have followers, so I'm not quite sure why I don't get those thumbs up, but they are really important, so I like to put it out there so we don't forget to mention it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at Capricorn. What's going on for you, May 2024? You have the Ace of Clubs, the Seven of Diamonds. Interesting combination. And you have the Seven of Clubs. So sevens deal with internal experience. So I'll first start with the theme here. Ace of Clubs talks about a new start and gaining new skills or knowledge. Usually it's around career. It doesn't have to be, but it is coupled up here with the Seven of Diamonds. Now that talks about avoiding unnecessary risks, actually very high financial risks, taking huge gambles on things, that kind of thing. I mean, it could be because of the combination here, and I don't always pull double cards, but this one came out together. I'm going to say that you need to learn some kind of lessons or have some kind of experience around financial risk. Perhaps it's about managing money in a different way. It's definitely wrapped up with your material wealth in some way or some kind of abundance here. I will ask for clarifiers, but you also have the Seven of Clubs, which is very interesting. Because again, this is about internal experiences, and this is about feeling trapped in some way. I mean, I would almost like to say that you're feeling trapped around a financial situation. I don't think it's about not having enough money. I'll just put it blankly. I think it's maybe the opposite. You have more at your disposal because there's about avoiding financial risk. Now, it does go without saying that if you've come into some money, this could be a strong indication of caution around how you use it or spend it. And I would even say save it. But let's go ahead and look at clarifiers for Capricorn. That's too many. I didn't even look at them, but we'll see if we get a little group cluster coming out there. God, these are really rough. This is a rough shuffle for you, Capricorn. There's something bubbling to the surface. I can feel it. Four of Clubs. Yeah, it goes without saying. I think you're in a stable living situation. The Four of Clubs talks about the foundation, the four pillars of our foundation being well supported. So I think you're in some kind of financial abundance at the moment. I mean, it may not be like a permanent situation, but it's definitely highlighted here in May. Okay, too many cards. All right, one fell, and then I was grabbing one, so wow. That is very stark contrast. I'm sure you can intuitively feel that. With the Ten of Spades, that's about some major loss. That's like, that could be death, that could be the end of a marriage, that could be something very, very monumental on I'm going to say a very emotionally devastating scale. But it's coupled here with the Ace of Hearts, which is about a new start and following your heart. So I kind of see this as you're on a new start, and we already had the Ace of Clubs, which also indicates a new start with the financial aspect there. This is about, again, some kind of ending, but it's important now that you follow your true calling or passion in some way with the heart energy around this ace. And you are starting over from some kind of major loss. This is a period of grieving, some kind of processing and healing to get through something. But I don't think you're necessarily like stuck in that. It's just, I don't know, kind of saying that things are balanced now in your home life, but you're feeling trapped in some way. And I don't quite know how that ties in. There's like some kind of home situation that's making you feel trapped and you're desperate to get out. But you're also dealing with this, which is pretty heavy energy, but it's positive energy. I don't want to say it's a downer. Ten of Spades isn't a great card to see, but I think you're coming out of some kind of dark cloud. And you're on a new start and you're following your heart, your passions here. I'm going to ask for another clarifier. More information, please, about Capricorn situation. Whoa. Okay. This one, well, they both more or less flipped. So I'm pulling them together. Two of Diamonds, yes. Very strong indication your finances are coming into harmony and balance. Could be in a partnership, doesn't necessarily have to be. But look at the Eight of Diamonds here. This is about entrepreneurship. If you're not going to start a business or you're not in business for yourself, there's a strong independence around some kind of financial endeavor or effort. Let's say it's just about you breaking out of a stagnant career that you've been in way too long. Maybe that's where the Ten of Spades energy comes in, that you're breaking yourself off. And it's important that you follow your heart now, your dreams, what you truly want to do. And you're in a good financial place to do that, perhaps. Eight of Diamonds does say that whatever effort and hard work you put in is also going to pay off. And I kind of see that tied up with this. Again, the Ace of Clubs talks about new skills and knowledge. It could be around a new career. But be careful of taking some risks in some way. I'm not quite sure how that applies. I didn't see a big card about a big windfall. But there's definitely some kind of wealth, abundance at your feet at the moment. And this balance in your home life, you're feeling trapped in some... I think what it's more or less saying is, yeah, everything's cool, but you're not really liking the situation. Your money's looking good. There's all kinds of new starts here, and things are very stable in your home situation, but you're not... You're desperate to get out. That's quite the contradiction there. Not sure how that would apply, but that's up to you. Honestly, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't see everyone's details. And it is a general reading, so my God, it could apply in all kinds of ways. But let's go ahead and look at cards of advice. Ten of Hearts. You're on your way to your ultimate happiness and success, Capricorn. Whatever's wrapping up here, the 10 does denote the end of a major chapter. Oh, and that 10 of Spades back here, this loss was also wrapping up a major chapter. But you're on, if you haven't already felt it, you're on your path to your ultimate happiness. Interesting. More cards of advice. I guess the 10s kind of mirror those aces. New starts on the heels of major endings. Three of Clubs, you're going to have to fight for it. Yeah, so your ultimate happiness here, struggle and fight with the Three of Clubs. Not sure how you're going to have to fight for it, but it's not going to be a straight road. Threes also denote decisions, being pulled in two different directions, so perhaps there's decisions to be made, how that happiness manifests, how it comes together. Another card of advice for Capricorn. Two of Diamonds. This came out a second ago. We had that under here, so there's a big emphasis on finances being in harmony and balance. I would suspect if this is not a permanent harmony and balance, it's going to be for a while. Because it came out in your advice. So it's not just a fleeting thing that's happening for you here. Congratulations. But it is wrapped up with your ultimate happiness. I see the struggle and fight, though. It's just advising you that you're going to still have to... I want to say struggle for your happiness. That sounds terrible. But it's not going to be a straight... I keep hearing it's not going to be a straight road. It's not going to be a straight road. You may have a picture in your mind of how it's going to happen. It's not going to happen that way. I think that's an indication with that Three of Clubs. Okay, I hope that helped. I hope it illuminated something for you. I am going to move on to Taurus. Overall theme for you, Taurus. 3 of Spades, 8 of Spades. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Unhappiness at work. Stressed about work. Yeah, you got some major stress around work. That's what the 8 of Spades. The 3 of Spades is the stress and worry. King of Hearts, though. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but I also see it as having mastery over your emotions in some way, perhaps. Or there is a water sign that is coming to your rescue. I'm hearing coming to your rescue. But this could be you having real mastery and control despite some stress around work. And I will tell you, 8 of Spades does indicate some kind of need to end some kind of work situation, or at least change it to relieve that stress. But you got a double whammy with the 3 of Spades, so I think you got some icky work stuff going on for you, Taurus. That doesn't surprise me. You're a workhorse. You're actually a work bull. You know, you're not a horse, you're a bull. You really know how to put the nose to the grindstone, for sure. Okay. Clarification for Taurus. May 2024. Okay. So you got stress relief around the home. It's possible that you may have ended the work situation and now you're in stress relief. That would actually make sense with the King of Hearts if you're embodying that King of Hearts energy of, again, having mastery and control. It's like you took things into your own hands. You said, okay, enough is enough. I got to walk away from this. And you're still recovering, I think. That's why we had the 3 of Spades and the 8 of Spades come out. But there's stress relief around the home. Perhaps you were taking some of that stress home. Would make sense. Most of us can't avoid that if it's really, really toxic and bad. We just, by default, we just kind of bring it home with us. 6 of Diamonds, though. That's promising. This is about more financial opportunities opening up for you. So if you thought you walked away from a work situation, it was going to screw you up financially, this is a confirmation that you have opportunities opening up for you. Maybe you're in the process of lining up another position where you can just resume kind of where you left off, especially if you have a very established career. Sometimes that's not so difficult, especially if we put all that effort into networking, for example, and we have a lot of connections that can hook us up with a new position and a new organization. That's kind of what this is saying. I see the 6s as like the branches of a tree coming out and opening up opportunities. So it's kind of a general statement around finance opening up for you in different ways. One more card before we go into advice for Taurus. 9 of Clubs. Yeah, you've achieved something here and you've completed something. I think it was walking away from a detrimental, I'm hearing detrimental, and that's not a word I throw around all the time, a detrimental work situation. But you have a sense of achievement around it, you're satisfied with the results, and there was a completion. And I think it's opening up, again, those new income generating opportunities, however they manifest in your world. Let's go ahead and look at cards of advice. I always see this as the Taurus card. Fantastic. Queen of Diamonds. Not gender specific. I don't know why, but I tend to associate the Queen of Diamonds specifically with Taurus. It is Earth energy in general, so it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but the Queen has very good mastery and control over finances, very good business sense, knows how to save money, knows how to budget, knows how to spend money in logical, sensible ways. Let's see what other cards of advice come out. Another Queen. Wow, I don't think I've ever had advice come out for any sign like that. Again, the Queen position, unless you're dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, I think it's just highlighting that you're in a position to mentor or guide someone else, because this is that card of an example. I'm not saying this is what you are or somebody else is, but like an example would be like a financial advisor, or even in a spiritual capacity like a pastor or some kind of mentor position. Somebody you could go to for advice. Could be advising you to seek this out, or you could be in a position to do that for others. Maybe you're going into consulting. Maybe that's what this is about. The new situation for you in your work life, in your career. How about that? That's fantastic. I think you have a very good reading for May, Taurus. On the heels of your birthday, I forgot to mention that. Happy birthday. Got the 8 of Diamonds and the 5 of Spades. So yeah, 8 of Diamonds is the entrepreneurship card, but the 5 of Spades is about breaking off from that. Maybe you were in business for yourself and it just wasn't working. It was too stressful. Maybe you're even a contractor. And now maybe you are successfully, gainfully employed with somebody else having to worry about the headaches. I think that's what all this is. I think people that go into business sometimes don't understand the stress that it causes. Not that I'm an expert in it, but I've dabbled in it. I've been around people who have been in business, and I know it can be very stressful, not just, managing from day to day, but always kind of being on edge about making sure that the money the money is flowing at all times. You have to put effort into marketing, and you're going to have ebbs and flows where things are going really well and then you have business fall off, and how do you make up for that, and the bookkeeping and the taxes and all that fun stuff, right? I think I'm speaking to a Taurus who's given up the solo effort, and that's not something to be ashamed of at all. I've done it myself in the past, where I just decided working for myself was too much of a pain in the ass. Let's put it point blank, bluntly. And now perhaps you're in a better financial position, but you're also in a position to mentor others and say, yeah, you know what, it's not all it's cracked up to be. If you haven't broken off from the entrepreneurial effort, this could be advising you to do that. This is change. This is breaking off. So I just threw that in there because it just occurred to me you may be in the process of trying to decide that. Okay, I hope that helped. Time to move on to Virgo. 4 of Hearts. Support and nurturing and love around the home, and 9 of Spades. This is some kind of loss and completion. I think you've lost some support around your home life, Virgo, because this is pretty nice. This is very comfy energy, but it's about being taken care of, around having people around who support you and care about you and are there for you. This is not so much. This is again, this is a loss. It's not the worst in the deck, but it's emotionally affecting you in some way. I'm not going to say it's death, because like I said, we have cards that come out that talk about that, and that's not necessarily death. It could be like a breakup, but you've lost some kind of support around your home life, which is sad. Let's get more clarifiers for Virgo. Clarifiers for Virgo. Oh, I gotta redo that. That kind of flipped over. Okay, let's do it again. Okay. Yeah, this is there's a little bit of struggle and fight. There may be some decisions that have to be made. I don't know. Maybe about where you're living. I definitely need more clarification. But I keep looking at the Four Hearts saying, yeah, that's about the home, the four pillars holding up our foundation. You don't have that love and support. Or you do. Maybe you have to move your family. I mean, because it's like you still have the love and support, but there's something tied up with it about a loss and some kind of struggle. Definitely need more information for Virgo, please. Six of Hearts. Could definitely be a relationship that's ending here, because this talks about having new social opportunities open up. I'll give you my little analogy again, if you haven't been with me before, about the six denoting kind of like that tree branching out and different opportunities coming your way. Not just one or two or something specific, but it does talk about, with the hearts, significant connections, making significant connections with people. I'm not getting what the Four Hearts though around your home. I mean, it's like you have the support, but you've lost something. I'm gonna get another card. I'm just wondering if you've had to move out, or somebody else moved out, or somebody left for some reason, and it's opened up the potential for new emotional connections. And maybe there was some fighting involved. That's what the Three of Clubs is about. Still not giving me a whole lot of information, but this is fated. Whatever's going on was meant to happen. So I would suggest you not fight it. You got that fight card. So don't fight it, because it is part of your destiny. This is part of the script, your overall, whatever experience you're going through. And if you allow it to happen, again with the six, it's going to branch you off and open up other opportunities for you. Not necessarily just in relationship, but in general. It's like you're unlocking the flow of your life. Because I do believe our lives are scripted to an extent. I mean, we still have free will, but I do believe we have kind of a blueprint we're supposed to follow. This is about following that blueprint. Allowing that to happen. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and look at advice. I don't think I'm going to get any particulars. Seven of Hearts. Okay, allow the broken heart energy to come in. This is an internal experience of someone letting you down. I do think this is around some kind of relationship. It seems kind of, I don't want to say superficial on some level, so I don't think this is like a marriage. It's something else. But this is usually around a person letting you down. I mean, it could have been a roommate situation that went bad. Or a close friend or some kind of family member that was wrapped up in your home life. Maybe you've had a falling out with a family member you were living with, or who was supporting you. Oh, I just dropped a card. I'll be right back. Okay. Six of Hearts. We had that come out earlier. Look at this. So again, this is in your advice. Whatever's happening is going to open up new connections for you. So you need to allow it. I'm feeling a strong urge to just keep saying you need to allow what's happening. Don't resist it. Don't fight it. Don't try to change the outcome necessarily. Because it's going to open up those... Apparently those connections need to come into your life. If you're blocking the flow of your life, they can't come in, right? If you're resisting or not looking at reality in some way. Ten of Hearts. And this is going to lead to your ultimate happiness. So you are on the path. I strongly believe this, Virgo. Even though I didn't get many details about what's going on with your home life, you're kind of hiding them from me. But you need to allow them, because you're headed here. Ultimate happiness and success. Well, you could say success, but this is a reason to celebrate. And this will eventually wrap up a major chapter, and I do think this loss is part of that chapter. Only you would know how it suits your situation. If it doesn't, by all means, turn me off. But subscribe before you do, because I need the support. But yeah, I think you're struggling to perhaps accept what's going on. But these opportunities are trying to come in, because you had it come up here again in your advice. Do you see how that fits together? And this is fated. So it's meant to happen. Unfortunately, I think we have to sometimes just roll with the punches and accept. It's not always easy. It hasn't been easy for me. I've had my share of loss, and it's not always easy. I know. I've been there. Family or relationship or whatever it is. And you're going to have to let this pain come in for a while and sit with it, or it sit with you, the heartache, and just admit that you've been hurt. I think Virgo has a tendency to try to push that away. What I know about Virgos, I know a few. So I feel like that's what the Seven of Hearts is saying. It's like, allow that pain process, because it's going to end up in the ultimate happiness. This is the unicorns and the rainbows. It's all, and the fairies are I'm being silly, but you want to get here. You don't want to stay whatever's going on back here with this completion. Letting go, however painful this is, letting go of this support, perhaps. Letting this person go, or the situation go, or accepting the situation, however that fits, okay? I am going to wrap it up there. Thank you for joining me. As always, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you again as soon as I can. Take care until I do.